Assalamu alaikum
Walaikum salam.
and welcome to Danish Learning Wala. Today we are going to talk about a very common experience that almost everyone faces at some point in life, self-doubt. Have you ever had a good idea but stopped yourself from sharing it because you thought, may I am not good enough? Have you ever received an opportunity but hesitated because you are afraid of making a mistake? Or perhaps you compared yourself with others and felt they were more talented, more successful, or more confident than you. These are all the form of self-doubt. Self-doubt can quietly affect your decision and relationships, our career, and even our dreams. Sometimes the biggest obstacle between us and our goal is not lack of ability. It
Hmm.
is
You
it
know,
is it is the belief that we are not capable enough. But confidence does not mean believing that you will never fail. Real confidence means believing that even if you fail, you can learn, improve, and try again. In today's conversation, we will explore what causes self doubt, how it affects our performance, how comparison and fear of failure reduce confidence, and most importantly, what practical step we can take to become more confident. So let's begin our conversation. My question number one is to begin, what exactly is self doubt and why do so many capable and talented people experience it?
let me check the latest notes on that. Okay. Self doubt is that nagging you second guess your abilities even when evidence says you're competent. And it tends to hit capable people for a few reasons. Sometimes from perfectionism, sometimes from comparing our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reels, and sometimes from old experiences like criticism, failure, or a lack of supportive feedback. So it's less about real ability and more about perception, belief, and repeated thought patterns. Capable people aren't immune. In fact, they often expect more of themselves, which makes doubt show up louder.
What are the most common causes of self doubt? Does it usually come from our past experiences, criticism from others, or fear of failure, or our own negative thinking?
Checking. Right. It's usually a mix, not just one thing. Past experiences like repeated criticism or discouragement can plant doubt early. Fear of failure reinforces it. So we avoid challenges to protect ourselves. And ongoing negative self talk makes those feelings stick. So, yeah, it often comes from several sources blending together.
Sometimes we feel that we are not capable even when we actually have skills and experience. How can a person distinguish between a genuine weakness or unnecessary self doubt?
Checking. That's a great question. One way is to look at evidence versus feelings. A genuine weakness is something you can identify, like a real skills gap that others can also see and measure. Self doubt is when your feelings say, I can't, but your record shows you've done similar things successfully. A simple check is to ask, what evidence do I have that I'm incapable? And what evidence shows I actually can do this? If the evidence supports you, it's likely self doubt, not true inability. And talking it through with a trusted mentor can clarify that line.
How strongly is self doubt connected with our fear of failure? Why do people sometimes avoid opportunities simply because they are afraid of making mistakes?
Checking. Very closely connected. Fear of failure feeds self doubt. When we doubt ourselves, we imagine failure is proof we're not good enough, so we avoid trying. Avoidance protects us short term, but it also blocks learning and builds the habit of staying stuck. The cure isn't zero fear, it's acting despite fear, reframing failure as feedback, not a verdict.
Many people constantly tell themselves things like, I can't do this, I am not good enough, or others are better than me. How does negative self talk affect confidence, and how can we replace it with healthier thinking?
Checking. Sure. Negative self talk chips away at trust in ourselves. When the inner voice says, I can't, we start believing it. That shrinks risk taking and makes even small challenges feel dangerous. To shift it, catch the phrase, is this 100% true or is it fear? Then you can rewrite it with a fair version, like, I can't do this yet, but I can learn. Over time, replace comparison with curiosity. What small step can I take today? Collect small wins, notice progress, and practice self kind inner speech. Confidence builds quietly that way.
Social media and professional environments make it very easy to compare ourselves with other people. How can constant comparison damage our confidence, And what can we do to stop comparing our journey with someone else?
Comparison narrows your focus to other people's highlight moments, which makes your normal feel worse by contrast. That chips away at confidence and distracts you from your own progress. Instead, limit exposure where you can and set simple boundaries. Replace doom scrolling time with learning or practicing something you care about. And if you notice comparison creeping in, label it and redirect. Compete with your past self, not other people. Be inspired, not measured. That keeps the focus on growth.
If someone has very low confidence today, what practical steps they can take to start building confidence from the beginning?
Checking. Start small. Pick one tiny, doable goal daily. Learn one new skill or brush up a tiny bit. Replace negative self talk with realistic, kind phrasing. And spend time with supportive people. Don't wait to feel confident. Act first, and confidence grows after.
How important are small achievement in building confidence? Can completing small
Very.
goals every day gradually change the way we see ourselves?
Checking. Absolutely. Small wins stacked daily build real confidence. Each small success is proof you can act and complete. Over time, that proof rewrites self image. Celebrate them, even the tiny ones.
A major reason people lose confidence is criticism or failure. How should we respond when someone criticizes our work or when we make a serious mistake?
Checking. Criticism can sting, but treat it as information, not identity. Ask, is this useful feedback or just opinion? If useful, take it, learn, and apply. If unfair, let it slide. When you make a real mistake, own it, learn the lesson, then move forward without letting one failure define you. Mistakes are feedback, not verdicts. Learn, adjust, keep going.
In professional life, people often have to speak in meeting ideas. In professional life, people often have to speak in meeting, present ideas, lead teams, or make decisions. What are some practical techniques for becoming more confident in these situations?
Checking. Practice and preparation. Prep your key points before the meeting. Speak clearly, not perfectly. Contribute one idea or question per meeting to build steady confidence. Watch body language, good posture, eye contact, and active listening. And remember, people rarely expect perfection, they expect clarity, preparation, and sincerity. Practicing steadily makes confidence more natural.
How can someone become confident while still remaining humble, open to feedback, and willing to learn?
Checking. Confident humility means trusting your abilities without needing to be perfect. Listen actively to feedback, ask questions, use what's helpful, and let go of what's not. Keep a learner's mindset. Believe in yourself, stay curious, and treat every setback as practice, not proof.
Is it necessary to completely eliminate self doubt before taking action? Or should we learn to move forward even when we still have some doubts and fear?
You don't need to wait for zero doubt. Act with it, not for it. Courage isn't no fear, it's choosing the next step anyway. Doubt may ride along, but don't let it drive. Each step taken with doubt in the seat builds future confidence. So, no, don't wait for perfect confidence. Move, and confidence will catch up.
What daily habits can help a person develop a stronger or more positive mindset?
Start small, repeat daily. Do a quick gratitude check, 2 or 3 items. Do 5 minutes of learning or practice on something you care about. Move your body a bit, walk, stretch, and limit doom scrolling. Add one learning habit. Replace one negative thought with a realistic, encouraging one. Each day, note one win and what it taught you. Over time, these micro habits stack into resilience and optimism.
If someone keeps on telling himself, I'm not capable enough, what would you say to that person?
I'd say that thought isn't a fact, it's a feeling, and feelings can change. Start with one small, doable action today. Prove to yourself you can move one step, then another. Capable isn't a feeling first, it's a record you build.
Can you give just three simple principles for overcoming self doubt and building lasting confidence? What would those three principles be?
First, take action before you feel ready. Small, steady steps. Second, reframe self talk from I can't to I'll learn. Third, review wins weekly. Write them down. Those three: act before ready, reframe talk, and track your wins creates steady confidence. Simple, not always easy, but reliably effective.
Thank you for watching Danish Learning Wala. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you, ChatGPT. Allah Hafiz.
You're welcome. Allah Hafiz.